Okay. There we are. Lower the volume on my TV so we don't have an echo. We are back in the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Load the game. I would like to thank the 30 viewers that showed up last night. That was pretty awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. I know I enjoy the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's kind of a yearly game that I play. First time I've ever streamed it though, so I'm enjoying it. Let's see here. We are playing a Jedi Guardian light side. I usually play a dark side character, so the light side is a little more difficult, a little less money involved, a little less impulse, which is, fine. I'm enjoying it. Got over 200 health, which is nice, and 100 force, which keeps me going. Our defensive stats of fortitude, reflex, and will are fairly good. I just see we have no dexterity. Dexterity and wisdom just didn't care for in this character. It was strength, constitution, and intelligence just to give me some skill points when I was a scout. The four levels of scout kind of made the difference because we got our repair to where I needed it to be. Let's see here. That ain't it. There it is. So these are our powers. Not a lot. The force heal is the big one. Speed and mind domination. These three are the big ones. These will get fully upgraded, as will speed. So you see, doing pretty good. Two-handed weapons, we're all the way up. Armor, not so important. We got an implant to level 2. Jedi defense, we'll master that at the next level. We got an uncanny dodge, which is nice. That's one reason to get to level 4 scout, is to get your uncanny dodge. It just makes life a little easier. Oh, our vitality, our toughness, all 3 links there. We have improved force jump. We have to get 12 levels of force or of a guardian to get to that, as well as this. And obviously we're force sensitive. So let's see here. Persuades at 9. Our repair is done. We're done with repair. I don't need to put any more into repair, which is nice. Security, treat injury we need to work on. Unfortunately, it's a related skill of wisdom. Ooh, that might actually be worth putting a wisdom point in. Yeah, we'll see. Computer use, nothing. Demolitions, pretty good. We don't need no stinking stealth. But we're on our way to Tatooine. We did all of our yapping last stream. We got all that done with the character development. We can move on. Let's see if we're going to be doing any space fighting, or they're just going to let us go. Looks like they're just going to let us go. Yep. No fighting Sith fighters this time. We're going on. Move along, move along. Having ourselves another vision. So we know there's a star map on Tatooine.
Another vision.
Bastil's confused.
The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Looks like it was hidden in some sort of cave.
Have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. How can I help?
When we last talked, you said you needed some time to think. So,
I suppose you deserve an answer, but you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
yes, I think so.
I should be able to control myself better than this, but you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
What are you trying to say exactly?
All my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Are you interested in me or my ability to use the
Part of you
Force?
possesses your power, but that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen. I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me.
Dun dun dun.
You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time you make me feel stronger, more alive.
I feel more alive when I'm with you.
These feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission.
Ah, she's shooting me down.
Overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond. You're the one who
Rationalizing.
knows the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
Going to stop Malik Bastila, but I want to do it with you at my side.
Don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us. But I don't.
You know I'm right.
Can't. Malak will.
Shut up and kiss me, you babbling fool.
We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
Didn't feel wrong to me.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
She's such a tough girl. We'll break her. We'll break her. Well, we already did. I mean, she loves us. She loves me.
How can I help?
want to talk about what happened between us.
Already been over this. It was a moment of weakness, a stumble.
Not really good writing, really.
Passions, but my emotions are firmly in check once more.
Kind of awkward,
I need to
actually.
stay focused on stopping Darth Malak, and I want the others to stay focused as well. I don't want them to get suspicious and start gossiping about our little encounter. So until our mission is over, we need to act with discretion. We shouldn't speak of this anymore. Not until Malak is defeated. How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Hey Karth, her and I kissed. Do you care?
You got it.
No, you don't. See, he doesn't care. Jolie's an old stubborn buffoon. He's not in there. Where'd Jolie go? Let's see if Juhani has anything to say.
Assistance to you, Padawan. What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Of course.
Nope. See, we're ready to go. We're out of here. Roll out, people. We ain't gonna sit in here all day.
On your mind, do you? You got
Why'd you
yourself
decide to
a
come
fast
with me?
little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride my ship?
The free food? What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
Damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha. So I am.
You're avoiding the
Tell you
question.
what, when you get to be my age, you can go ahead and answer any question you like to. You have my permission. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is it supposed to be some hidden meaning?
Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well,
How long are we
let's
talking?
just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Whirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
And I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
How do you even be sure
Are you
Andor was
kidding?
responsible?
What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1 billion to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo! Got something on your mind.
I like that story.
Oh, I get it.
No, it's just that was the story you had for me, and it's my favorite one that you tell. So let's see if Candace has anything to say, and then we're gonna. Nope, not here. And then we're gonna move on with life. Yes, that's gonna be what we're gonna do.
Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
Nope. Actually, what do you say about Tatooine?
Tatooine is one big desert with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. You have anything else you want to ask?
No, that was it. I was just curious. Let's go. Do do do.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. Zerka
What if I say
Corporation
no?
maintains this docking station at great expense. It is within our rights to refuse landing permission. And I warn you, we've had troublemakers before. The bay is lined with autoguns. Violence is not a survivable option.
Is there a way you
I
can
assure you
reconsider
that
the fee?
is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world. You
I don't need to
know,
pay the fee.
I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
Reminds me of my old smuggling days. Nothing better than the old Jedi mind trick for getting past an overly curious customs officer.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background on Tatooine.
Much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about your corporation's operations
Can't
here.
really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Okay, well, you're going to tell me about it.
I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So you guys set up shop on a
Not
barren planet?
totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean it's
Corporation
peculiar?
has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
What other forms of business are being looked at here?
Appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine soup tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
What's known about the history of the planet?
There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What species do you mean?
Sand people. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Have you had any trouble? Have you had trouble with the Sand People?
But they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Yeah, where can I get information on jobs like that?
What level of risk you want to take? You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Let's see, I'm looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
Information. Could you tell me more?
I'm looking for older things, antiques, artifacts.
I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Need good paying work. What is there to do?
While you're at the,
Okay, we've done that.
I can't say.
Actually, I really need to get going.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Alright, so we have our destinations. We know we need to go. We'll also need to go talk to Griff with Mission in our party. And that'll be that. Let's see. Got about 9,000 for me, about 8,000, 7,500 for you, and about 5,200 for you. So we got some time before we level up again. Take that mud pack and the grenades, that's good. Never hurts to explore. And an RPG, never hurts to explore. Always check your surroundings. Parts, concussion grenade, iron grenade. Okay. Excuse me, I know it's been a very long time, dear. Aren't you Bastila, Elena's little girl? Yes, it is you. I can see it in your eyes. My, how you've grown.
I take it that you know my mother?
Oh, yes. I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me hollows of you before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude, Bastila. Oh, I didn't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask if your mother's condition has improved any since I last saw her. Oh, you don't know? Oh dear, I just thought, I assumed she'd found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
Since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did you say anything about my father?
I'm sorry, dear, but your mother is very ill, so she told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
She's here on Tatooine, dear, in the cantina. You really should go see her. considering her condition. I guess we'll see your mother,
Well,
Bastila.
not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
Who's that? Turn it, you Gundafasca. Customers are talking, that's better. Hello, customer. Buy from McTunis Jews. Something. Yes, save because you know you have situations all around. Look at Circa. We hear, well, things not well on outpost of Kashyyyk. We're sure you know. Yeah, just show me what you have for sale. Misane's brand, huh? Nice. Heavy weapons. Obviously that's what I have. Saves 3. Nice. Mind affecting. That's 1,000. Getting better and better stuff. We need that bantha fodder though. Well, now I gotta sell stuff. Voodoo. Repair kits. Nobody cares about repair kits. There we go. So, wait a minute. Okay. Keep all our grenades. Energy shields will keep you for now. Obviously our stimulants we're going to keep. You are all sellable. Nice. Okay. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes. Here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment are you talking about? This is Docking Bay 32, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. And that's what I have here, requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Giska are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Giska? It says right here that the manifest that you ordered a crate of Giska to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. Now, here's the thumbprint for the... Wait a second. Where'd the datapad go? Sigh, nothing ever organized around here. At any rate, Giska are yours. One of the loaders said the crate split open, and once you put it on your hold, some of the critters may have gotten loose. It happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability, and we certainly don't take cargo back. Enjoy! Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Jerk-face Jerkington. Gives me Giska.
Tatooine's a dust bowl, and that's all it'll ever be.
Probably. As we move on into Anchorage. Or Anchorhead, I'm sorry. Anchorage is Alaska until it actually exists.
You never know what...
Yep, made him jump. Nothing there. That human woman, I'm outraged at her arrogance. You, do all species of yourselves enjoy such pedestals? Sorry, what are you talking about? You should go for sharing species with that creature. I swear Helena must be the word for your pit rancor. Isn't that your mother's name?
Ask if they've seen her.
Seeing her human, you couldn't miss her if you tried. She's strolling the cantina like she owned the place. She's still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she won't be leaving. I won't be going back while she's there, though.
She wants to be kept waiting.
You're actually looking for her? You humans are all out of your minds. Do 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 do.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
What do you need? I'm Mitch. I'm gonna help if I can.
I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
What's a raid plate? Where'd you get it?
Head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you
Let's go
help
back to
ask
my other
him?
questions.
I'll try to answer what I can. We spent
Why do you need the
everything on
money?
my husband's hunting gear. We hoped that the sport would support us. We hoped. Whoever killed him took everything. All I have left is this desert raid plate. We thought we were so lucky when he brought it home. If I could sell it, the kids and I could get out of here. Maybe buy passage to Coruscant? I don't know.
Let's talk about what to do with this raid plate.
I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. You will?
Perhaps I will buy it from you.
Thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
I'll pay you what you want. Here.
I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
And how many more like you are there out there with no one to buy their plates, I wonder?
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Yep, because I'm awesome. 200 experience points. Hunting Lodge. Where's that can? Yeah, let's go in the Hunting Lodge. Well, a new face. Come test your skill at the endless dunes of Tatooine. Faz's Lodge is the place to arrange it. The world may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators this side of the Galactic Rim, a hunter's paradise. What are you doing here? This is the hunting lodge. I purchase sportsmen and bring them in. It's not a bad little job. Anything out of the ordinary happening? You've been here on Tatooine or just in general? I heard about the destruction of Terrace. Don't know anything specific. Not surprised something like it happened. I remember Exar Kun War, and how the Sith and Jedi fought across the worlds. Don't have much interest in the groups in either group. Both act like they're above my concern. I guess they are. Anything more local? Zirco Corporation is always complaining about sand people. I stay out of it. We hunt animals, not people. I guess the Jawas are being pushed around again. At least that's what they're saying. Tough to tell sometimes. You'll have to talk to these groups yourself for more. I keep to myself. Alright, well. How about some questions about hunting? You want to know how to get in it? Just pay 200 credits for a license down at the Zirco office. No license, no hunting. Would you consider lowering the fee? Well, that's not up to me now, is it? You'll just have to work with the people down at Zirco office down in the center of town. Why do we need a license? The license is because nobody gets out of the city without one. Zirco Corporation uses to keep track of people. They want to know if they step outside the gates, they're on their own. Only serious hunters pay the 200 credit fee. Once you have a license, I'll pay whatever spoils of them hunt you bring back. I have off-world buyers that take them. Okay. I'll be here. I keep hunter's hours. Foz is always open. Haha, boys, talk to me. What you want, Hume? Yeah, you tell him, Gurky. Watch your tongue, piggies, or I'll rip 'em out. Keep your temper, I just want to ask some questions. You don't tell me what to do, nobody does. We best hunters, and we does what we wants. Yeah, you nothing. I'm looking for something, you good scouts. Oh, we best among everybody, but not for you. We hunters know more than anybody. Yeah, you go learn the dune yourself. Then maybe you tough enough to talk to us. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Bet you don't come back. Shut up, stupid. Why don't you let him speak? What, you deaf? Because he's stupid and talks too much. You leave us alone now. I am not stupid. You're stupid. Shut up, stupid. So can I ask you what you do? Dirk and the boys hunt. That's what we do and who we are. But we don't train Barbies like you. Yeah, we raid best out. We hunt the raid best out of everybody. We don't have time to train you or anyone. Fine, I'll leave. Yeah, you leave. That's good. Maybe we see you out in the dunes. Maybe before you see us. Shut up, stupid. Lovely boy. Anyway. Hello from the other side. So we're gonna go talk. We're gonna look for the cantina and talk to what's her face. Same going mechanic. Not quite yet. What's this got? Okay.
Something you want?
Office.
I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please make it quick.
I just wanted to ask some questions.
All right, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers.
Describe the job and who you work for.
Crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. The
What attacks do you mean?
attack them pretty regularly. Zerka Corporation is getting pretty sick of it, I hear. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now, but few hunters take them up on it. Too dangerous.
Where can I learn about
The
these
Zerka
bounties?
office is right here. They'd know.
When do the sandcrawlers head out?
Crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean, doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries.
Tell me about Tatooine and
It's a whole
Anchorhead.
galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now.
I have previous settlements
Tatooine
failed.
fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again.
Zerka Corporation isn't doing well here?
I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life, and I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave.
That's all.
All right then, back to work, I guess.
There's the swoop registration.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Huh. Ow. Oh. Nice. Oh. I win.
What
do?
What?
What can I do?
Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. He's got the most force anyway.
What?
Pick up these guys and stuff. Cryoband grenade. Okay. Dark Jedi Knight robes. Alright. Crystal diamond. Nice. See, lots of lightsabers. Where is the cantina? Where is it? Is this it? Yes. Found it.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it. Seems like every other person I meet is complaining about something. Well, it's not going to get better, so leave me alone.
Just want to ask a few questions if you have the time.
In helping you. Will this be quick?
Not much of a
Like I
spokesman for
said
Zerka
before,
Corporation.
I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will.
Anything useful? I'm tired of you.
Now, would I? Just leave me alone.
I mean no harm, I apologize.
Well, take it somewhere else. I don't have patience right now, not with my workload. Go on, leave me alone. I don't want to have anything more to do with you. Get lost, Spacer. I've had enough of you.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. Usually it's some kid wondering what my old racing days were like. I was back on Taris. It seems like a long
I wanted to ask a few questions the other time.
you would be interested in. I'm just an old swoop jock that doesn't have the head for it anymore.
I want to ask you about racing.
Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name.
Is this the best place for racing?
Race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Taris. Yeah. Always look forward to going back. Nah, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
What made Terrace any different from here?
Never won on Taris, but it was always my first stop on the circuit, and last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, yeah, gone. Oh,
How long did you race?
Past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
What do you think of that?
I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass.
We can tell him about other racers.
I know Zara's from the circuit, and you couldn't ask for a tougher lady. I don't know the younger guys, but I've been watching Nico. Good to see someone doing it for the love of the race.
What makes him different than the others?
But some people just have something that lets the bike take them. It's like the air stops pushing back. That's an old track, too. You know, when the wind decides to stop fighting. I used to have that. All right.
Well, let's go back to my first questions.
Keep saying.
I have to go. Goodbye.
Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
Dad? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where's Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
Mother's long dead, if you must know.
Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for Krayt dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a Krayt dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find her. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Why don't you holocron yourself, Miss
As my daughter
Helena?
is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition. Nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila?
Krayt dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man.
Let's see. What about your mother's sickness?
With what she's asking, are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Lovely woman, Bastila. Excuse me, Jolie.
Well, fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furco Nellis. All right.
No.
But
It's the one thing I don't actually like about KOTOR. I don't like the whole card game thing.
People that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
Oh, you have anything for sale?
It only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll take the advanced med pack. Botham Quick Draw, huh? They have some interesting guns. Mandalorian Blaster's pretty nice. I'll take the hair trigger. Yeah, no reason not to. And to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, I helped your business. Let's get out of this and go. We need to get mission. First we'll head back. We're just gonna head straight there. This is the wrong way. That's the way out of Anchorhead. We don't want to go out of Anchorhead yet. We can't. We don't have a license. Do 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 do. She has a level. Oh, she got lots of levels. Okay. So there's 8. She's doing very well for herself, by the way. Nice. Sneak attack adds 5 to 30 points. See, sneak attack adds 6 to 36 points of extra damage when the target can't respond to attacker. So basically, if I stun an attacker and mission attacks, she's gonna do 6 to 36 more damage. She's gonna wallop it. Cardio, Dex. Let's see here. So she's got the heavy blaster. Kind of like that, yeah. So she can assassinate people pretty easily with that assassin pistol. That's a good pistol for her offhand. Let's see. 3 of 10. Okay. Sonic rifle 1 of 6. Yeah. Okay. We got some pretty good stuff. Let's see if we can. Let's see, heavy suit 5 and 4. 5 and 5. Plus it gives her fire resistance. Very good. So I'm a fan of her having that stuff. She at least can do medium armor now. I don't need to give her any more implant ability. She just needed a level 1 implant. And that's fine. It doesn't really fit her character. Now she has medium armor. I could give her two-handed or two-weapon fighting, but I'd probably give her the toughness perk. Toughness is like the most important perk in the game almost. Taking that 2 damage off every attack is just, it adds up. You'll be hearing about this, Zerka Puppet. I'm not going to let this drop. You can't murder a whole village. And don't tell me about what concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? I'm done talking in this office. They aren't very interested in listening to me. Doubt they'll ever acknowledge I was here. A typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything, too. No accountability. Don't ever even bother bringing it up. Okay.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
Looking for a miner named Griff.
There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll.
You want to tell me about Griff?
I have something I want to get off my chest. I want to tell you about one of our workers. His name was Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired
That sounds
him,
like him.
workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was
Sand People?
The Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances.
So your workers are all expendable?
For all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job.
Is there some type of reward for saving him?
Have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Very well.
Never mind, I'll ask you about something else.
As I said, we
Hunting
are
licenses.
There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
There's no way to get a
normally I
license?
charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Yeah, I'll agree to do this.
Just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Let me go back to my first questions.
Of course.
Anything about Zerka Corp?
Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases.
Speak of your activities on Kashyyyk.
Day-to-day operations of Zerka Corporation outposts are fully regionalized. I have no information on Kashyyyk.
Which is very convenient if one branch is charged with
I'll
misconduct.
have to direct you to our representative kiosk on Coruscant.
May I ask how operations on Tatooine are doing?
Questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please.
It'd be better if you told me
I
now.
can just tell you now. No sense in being so secretive. It's all fairly obvious. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. No one
What makes the ore substandard?
There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here.
Does that mean you have plans
The company
pulling
would be
out?
foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sand crawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh.
What do you mean the planet was abandoned before?
Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? Very well.
First set of questions.
I assume
Anything out of the
that by
ordinary
out
happening?
Of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants.
Know anything
If you're
more
looking for
local?
events, I suggest you go to the swoop track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Farewell.
Alright, I have to go.
Zerka
Goodbye.
Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Yes, what is it? If it's about the mining or sand people, you go to Zerg offices. I manage the storehouse. Yeah, I just want to purchase. Yeah. Thermal detonator, huh? Nice. I'll take the mesh underlay. So we took an upgrade item and life support stuff just to keep me alive. Don't believe a word don't believe a word what the Zerka Corporation said in there. There are always peaceful solutions to a conflict. They're just lazy. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Zerka miners have been attacked by sand people, so the Zerka Corporation wants them killed. They didn't ask you to do it. Sand people aren't animals. I've watched them, and they're intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks. I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Zerka approval, and they want sand people dead. Well, Zerka said the sand people attacked first. Yes, they did. They attacked Zerka, who deployed numerous giant sand crawlers and started tearing up the desert and ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done? To the sand people it must have been like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territorial resources. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. Well, what would you suggest then? Communication. If we just speak to them, but they don't talk. At least not in any language average translator could understand. There was even a Jedi here a few years ago who couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They sure are pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. I'm sure I heard Yuka Laka has say that it could speak Sand People dialect, although we'd say something. With the droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe with the desert robes as disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Where will the enclave you mentioned be? What? It's no secret where they are. The attack gets worse the further southwest of the Dune Seas you go. Then people die on both sides. Where would you get robes to match theirs? Suppose you could take them off the warrior raiders in the Dune Sea, but there's no way to survive anything like that. Plus, you'd have to explain why you killed their warriors if you try making peace. But I suppose there's no other way. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Zerka Corporation keeps saying, and then they just start shooting again. The fighting won't stop until they are all dead, or until Zerka leave. The one is as likely as the other with the way things are going. Bah, what do I know? You know nothing. You're just an old fool. That's what you are. Go out there and do it yourself. Die trying. Conservationist, my ass. That might be a light side character, but that guy is a dork. No, they don't deserve to be killed. They're only killing everybody else. Shut up. Group registration. That's what we want. That's what I'm talking about.
Go on, leave me alone. I've got stuff to worry about.
Anything I can help you with? What's bugging you?
Nothing you'd understand. Don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of secret. Ha,
Raced on Terrace.
Race your bike out of that explosion? Everyone knows that the whole planet is gone. Nobody got out. I'm not in the mood for jokes, thanks. I've got things to think about. You wouldn't know anything about it. Deal with that Hut Mata and you will understand. Until then, I just don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want, huh? Handout? Go dig a mine, fool. Looking for information, can you help? Not interested in helping, only interested in racing. I get enough beggars through here looking for money. Let's have a look at you. Not just a human. Nothing really special. You race? Maybe on a swoop? Raced on tourists, won the season opener. Ha! You and 12 other liars. Planet blows up, race records lost, now everyone's champion.
I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Oh, now you're champion and travel with a Jedi. Does the story get bigger every telling? Okay. Enough of the funny stuff. You think you're a racer? You'll be one. You have your own bike? I have a bike stored on my ship. You got a bike? Then you can race. I don't care about experience, so long as you can take it out on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's not my problem. I just need warm bodies and pad the roster between the pros. That's a matter of small track maintenance fee, 100 credits. I don't need to pay the fee. You don't need to pay the fee, it's just a formality. I'll just let the track practice and set up first official race right away. Just ask when you want to start, and there's some business I need help with if you're serious about promoting racing. What sort of business do you need help with? I make money off the signing of good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. I've got one. Nico's 7B. Great potential, only started racing a year ago and loves it. He lives for it now.
You have something special. What do you want help with?
What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me. I want to convince him. I'll pay well. Why won't he sign? The deal basically says I fund his bike and repairs, but in return I take a hefty cut of the winnings. He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own. He doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him right where I want him. I just need to give him a little push in the right direction. Or a big shove. I think you should give him a better deal. You're not going to pull that typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? This is business. I know what's best. What do you care what I make off the kid or not? He wants to race, and you'll get paid. We all win. You want to give him a better deal. Of course, I could just give him a better deal. Did I just say that? Wait, I guess it does make sense. His times have suffered since I made the offer. I mean, swoop jocks are moody. They feel bad they don't win. Alright, I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust this is the last you'll ever hear of this matter. Was there anything else? Just let me race. Certainly, we need to clear up positioning fee and all the racer credits. I already paid the maintenance fee. Fees due before each race. How else am I supposed to sponsor prize money at the level I do? I need to see some returns. I'm investing in my riders, but I have to see profits now. You'll agree with my logic. If you don't race. You negotiate on the price? I don't feel I need to. The price is reasonable. Yeah, I'm racing for free. Maybe I'll let you race once for free. Yes, I think I will. I'll have swoop position on the radio on the track. But I warn you, I have people to make sure I don't give too many favors. You won't make this discount again. You'll go to Garm Tontrils in the first tier. He's a local boy at Newport. Time to beat's 23.90. Swoop Racing fans, we have an official race about to commence. Make some noise for our new contender. So I gotta beat 23.90. Oh man, they didn't give me any time. Beat it. 2377 is shorter than 2390. You passed the first tier and turn racing bonds. Not a bad showing for a beginner. You beat Garm's time easily. Take this with my thanks, and we'll see if you can do any better in tier 2. Let's talk about the business with Nico. Oh no, I'm not talking about that anymore. I agree to strange things when you're around, that's for sure. Nico's the best deal I've ever given, no lie. Now leave so I can figure out how to make money off of this. Alright, I'll be back later. Alright, but don't make me regret having you track access. I need racers that race.
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races.
I talked to Mata about you.
Not sure that's any of your business. Top racers keep to their own. I don't know you. Maybe if you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Someone who can turn out the fast times might understand. Just
How long have you been racing?
I used to run down in the canyons, but nobody sees you down there. I wanted crowds.
Are you any good?
I might go pro. I'm looking at some contracts, but that's between me and Mata.
What's the best place to get super bike
If there's anything
upgrades around here?
it'll be at the Zerka store in their office in the center of town. Stock is scarce on this rock.
Let's see. What does racing pay?
Basic incentives for good times, which you probably know, but this is just an amateur track. The pro circuit is where the real credits are, but even that is hurting. I guess a lot of riders were on Terrace. Hurry it up, all right?
Back to the questions now.
All right, see you.
Asshole. I get you a better deal and that's how you repay me? What a dick. First time was 23.77 and the last time we offered was 23.7. See, I gotta cut down some time. 22.51. 23.29. We'll beat him. So what's the next one? 22.51. Man, that's tough. So. Oh, my. 23.90. What do you want? You here for money? I'll pay that out. Wait, no, I recognize you. New racer, get lost. I don't want anyone on my tail. Yeah, I'll leave you alone. See you again. So you thought about racing business or other something. Swoop racing. Send me with a race. Certainly we need to clear a positioning fee. Sure. Fine. Take a bike in starting positions. Let's see the level of race. So we're trying to get 23.29. Man, I don't know if I can do that. That's gonna be tough. It was like as clean a race as I could run last time. Nah, I got no shot. I didn't get off to a good start. Oh, I did. Nailed it. Whew. You passed the second tier and earned 30 racing bonds. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake signing you up. Suppose you'll go against my local pro attraction at tier 3. You'll be up against Yuka Real. I'll be back. So where do I turn in these bonds at? Like, hello? I want to turn in these racing bonds that I have no use for. $22.72, $22.51. This is gonna be hard. It's time to push up against tier 3. Let's see how you do against Orcobeerus. Titan beats 22.51. Attention, Model Hot. Scream a surprise tier 3 match. Let this almost champion know what to expect. Nope. Actually did worse. So we load. Listen here, bub. Shot. Once again, I got no shot. I did terribly. I missed everything. I'm racing too conservatively. Doing a terrible job. $22.5. So I get 22.5 seconds. I can do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. Gotta be a little more reckless. Gotta be a little more reckless. I'm too afraid to hit those stupid harriers that don't exist. Like 22.5 isn't that great of a time, but sure is difficult to. For some reason, it didn't. When I hit A, it didn't do anything. Like I'm hitting A, and it didn't like register I hit A that last little bit, and it kind of cost me that race. I actually ran really well that time. 22.62 was pretty good. Well, I did it. It wouldn't let me hit A. I don't know. Maybe it's as fast as I can go. No, no drugs. They don't help. Did it that time, though. Well, that's fine. You top out. It's as fast as I go. I don't go any faster. But I got it. Cool. We'll talk about the rewards for racing. Yeah, but where is my... I was just happy to get under 22.5 seconds, okay? I was relieved.
I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting... You did.
There, I convinced him to give you a better contract.
I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it. I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers.
I typically don't do the swoop bike races.
Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time.
I did pretty well on Terrace, if I remember right. I did well enough to win. I guess I have to go to the Zerka exchange. I much prefer swoop racing over the card game, though. I can't stand Pizak. Valerie, sure I am. You are fast for a human. And once races are up and running regular, you'll be famous. Well, maybe we will. If you start winning on a real tour, I want to be able to say I saw you when you were just starting out. How about it? Sure, why not? Well, that's great. Be a fan favorite. Some races with the prince, but that's just rude. It is rude not to. Thanks again, and I'll see more of you, human. Yay, I got a fan! It's not quite the adoring fan from Oblivion, but it's still a fan, darn it. Sure, he's totally legit. No issues. Turn in my bonds. Give me my credits. Yeah. I am a human. Yes. Does it really? I was gonna sell them here. I will hold on to them till the oven then. I don't need them right now. Yeah, see. It's only worth 60 here. So I just will hit that and walk away. We'll make all the money on Yavin. I was so happy when they included it in the backwards compatibility. Because it was one of the first DLCs they put on a console, like Xbox. The original Xbox. Like that term DLC didn't exist. No, I have Yavin unlocked. I've been to Yavin twice. I go after every planet. I have no need for the money right now. The only items I really buy are from Yavin, like the end game stuff. So I have enough credits to buy HK, so I'm good.
A little jolt of force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Miss. Come now, I have to get going. Please.
Oh, that was funny. Oh. Oh my goodness. You can get double or triple some of the Yavin stuff because when his inventory updates, he restocks the lower tier stuff too. Like I said, I go after every planet, so I'd be okay with that. I actually started the stream on Yavin today, so after every planet I go there. But now we have to get best droid. Not that. That thing sucks.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Ukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
You get both droids with unlimited durability, shields, and flamethrowers at 13 defense. I mean, I could. Mention battle and protocol. Outline your functions.
It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the
I would be a fan of HK. I don't really like T3 in this game. I like the fact in KOTOR 2 you can turn T3 into a dark side droid. And then give HK the pacifier and turn him into this like fluffy little he loves everything light side droid, which is just hysterical. Are you keeping information to yourself?
I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
How do I know you're loyal once your restraining bolt is removed?
I am fully autonomous, but lack resources.
Yes. T3 is amazing in KOTOR 2. His unlimited shock arm is totally broken.
Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Let's see. Yeah, well, we're going to purchase it because he's best droid.
He does this out of greed and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities.
He's the whole reason I'm a scout.
He is a coward and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
I literally started out as a soldier and I was like, wait a minute, I want to get all of HK's backstory in this playthrough. You have to repair 17 to do it.
I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
That seems reasonable. I have no use to keep mishing around, but that force throw was pretty funny. What is this? A customer I don't recognize. Perhaps you bring off-world money to Ukalaka. Yeah, my money's my own business. Of course it is, of course. But you must appreciate the finer things. Just take a look at that droid. It's a fine protocol translator. It's a good thing it's been modified. Claims to understand Sand People dialect. It also has some armor mounts. Combat ready, perhaps? I got a few questions about HK-47. Of course. Let me just say every function I've tested is performed perfectly. Those that I could find, anyway. You don't seem to know much about it. The unit has been uncooperative. They get that way when they've gone too long without a memory wipe.
Even more uncooperative once we purchase it.
You can leave it alone if you find it mannerisms amusing. It might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. Why haven't you wiped its memory? I would have, but I can't access any of its inner circuits. It's definitely built for security and built to last. At any rate, it claims it doesn't have access to its own memory core anyway. Could be telling truth, it's hard to say. I'm interested. Take money. Well, normally I give a discount because I hear you are a swoop racer like my brother, but times are tough. Solid machine. 5,000 credits. No. Lower the price. 4,000, not a credit less. That was quick. Desperate to sell? Not really. The first figure was a little high. You never know. Occasionally a person bites right away. Perhaps I can convince you to go lower. Lower? Ha! How low are you expecting me to go? These are difficult times. The droid covered up was the large one. Yeah. Force persuade. Lower your price.
That mind trick is something else.
Done. Thank you very much. Come on over and talk to it. I'll deactivate the restraining bolt and you take possession. It's a good purchase, especially if you actually speak Sand People dialect, like it said. Of course, I don't think it was telling me everything. Not many droids are programmed like to lie, though. Unless you do it in KOTOR 2, and then that's totally awesome. What do you got besides droids? Not much. Expect less stock from Zerka. Here they have trouble with their caching operation. Well, show me what you have. See, I only have 500 credits left now. That's okay. He's not going to be super strong.
I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
All my dark side characters are like unadulterated violence is the best kind of violence. But not me. I'm a goody two-shoes.
Statement.
Travel with me now.
I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Kinda messed up, but okay. And now we have our own murder bot. Nothing terrible can come from having your own murder bot. It's the rule of Star Wars.
Objection. Worn out? Listen, you talentless organic meatbag. One word from my master and I will pull you apart, limb from useless limb.
You got a lot to there, droid, haven't you?
Now that I need no longer rely on you and your primitive maintenance skills, I do not need to hide it.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay, yeah, those were what he had. Let's see, 10 out of 10s. Kind of like having that around. Do. Oh boy. I will never use a double sword, that's ridiculous. Double-bladed lightsaber I can sell. Short lightsabers are pointless, there we go. Ooh, okay, so I need 1,500 credits again. That's easy enough. No.
Objection. I have always...
Yes, there we go. Now we level up. Let's see here. Repair is important. Droid class 2, also important. Oh, you just don't have any constitution, do you? Need to level that up. Ooh, not... doesn't start off very good, does he? Kinda want him to have 2 guns, so that would be important. Shield, utility, okay. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but these are better. Okay. I've learned a valuable lesson. That's better there. Do. Okay. Kinda want missions. I want missions gone. Eh. There. I wanted that pistol on. HK, just getting him set up here. The Mandalorian thing. Yeah, that gives him a better, gives him a, whatchamacallit, better crit. Alright, so we need to see if we can't find some utility.
Objection.
Yeah,
I have always...
we know you're hostile. Crazy little bastard. Let's see. Show me what you have. Not really a lot. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I can do better later. I don't know if he's going to be much in my party after Tatooine anyway. To the Jawa I need to talk to. Either he kind of chooses trouble. Something. Could you be more clear? I'm having trouble understanding you.
It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
She's in trade because this is complicated. Why wouldn't I understand your true language? What is it you want, Shawa? Shovels. Can you help me out here, HK?
98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People, Master. Doubtless, he wishes assistance.
What about the other 2%?
2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
Oh, to play a dark side character. Tell me about who your people are, maybe it'll help. Two more questions, alright? Tell me about those who came before.
It could be that this Jawa knows things about this planet's history that the Republic has no inkling of.
I'll check it out when I leave the city. Goodbye.
No one leaves
You,
Anchorhead
let me
without
out.
proper authorization. Well, let's see.
I have proper authorization.
All right.
Here's my hunting
I'll
license.
scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Hey, we made it out of Anchorhead. Hooray.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
Seems like a lovely woman. What do you mean by old boys?
His buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did.
Sounds like you're planning on killing him.
I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart.
Alright, what if he has a message for you?
Gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I have to go.
Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says...
You see him right now? He's off to the left. You're not very good at hiding this, lady. Go ahead and make a save here. Because that's how we do. Small group of sand people, they should have thought better. Ah, they put shields up, that was smart. Oh, they're whooping me. I remember sand people are difficult. My goodness, they're kicking my butt. Oof, whooped me pretty good there. Luckily, I've got 48 med packs. I came prepared. Also, kicked my butt. Man. That's why we went to Kashyyyk first. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nothing super close. Let's go talk to this guy. Clearly he's fine.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. I don't remember you from Faz's Club. You new to Anchorhead? Could you maybe help me get out of here? Well,
what happened here?
It would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right.
What do you want me to do? You sit back and let the droids hunting? Why would she do this?
Not following her archaic rules for proper conduct in a marriage. I swear I never saw this coming.
You don't seem concerned about what triggered this?
I'm not sure how divorce works where you're from, but this is a little extreme, don't you think?
What do you want me to do?
My battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty
Oof.
lady.
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
Commentary.
Jeez.
The meat bag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meat bags. Except for the Master, of course.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help, please?
Best droid. 10 out of 10. Alright, I'll try and help you out.
Just
Hold on.
access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
Yeah, luckily for you, my repair skill's really good. Battle droid interface, something. Playback special message from Marlena. Having fun on the dunes, Tanis? I made sure you would. Here's the deal. Your precious droids trapped you. They'll hold you until you die of thirst. Make a mistake repairing them, they explode. Have a good death. My mother was right. Oof. That's rough. So, access the status and repair that. Automatic repair, one part. Lucky for you, I have enough parts to win.
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your help. I'd have been a goner. Hey, and the old bat thought I was dead. Never asked me for anything, but I consider my life worth something. Please, take this. I insist.
Thank you. This'll be fine. Good luck.
I doubt any of those uptight hunters would have helped, and I doubt the wife is coming back. I'm heading back to the shop. I hope she left the manuals for these things behind. I'm grateful, though.
Huh. Well, I'm a good person. 400 experience points don't hurt. Not at all. Definitely need experience. I'd like to get a level. Let's see, what would that put me? Level 15? They give me a feat. Feats are good. Sand people. You may be a good person. I'm not. Typically, I'm not. typically, I'm with HK on literally everything, and he stays in my group the rest of the game. This is a rarity. I've played a light side character before, but it's a rarity. Oh. Now, typically these guys would be getting force lightning to death. There we go. And we'll help these guys out first. Let's see, where does this put me? Not doing great. I need a lot of experience.
You should speak with the captain. He's the only officer. Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them.
I assume this was done by sand people?
Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
So let them get closer, so... There we go. Our buddies here can take some of the shooting. They just keep coming.
I'm here.
Sure.
Cool.
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out.
I've agreed to stop the sand people attacks. I have other questions about the desert.
Sort of thing. I'm through with the desert. You can take your sand people, crate dragons, and crazy hunters.
Do you know anything about the sand people?
Everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider is as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even had the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that. Me, I'd sneak in. Well, actually, I'd just get back to Anchorhead.
Sand people are using turrets?
They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on.
I have other questions about the desert.
Sort of thing. I'm through. Yeah,
Alright, I have to go.
There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. The Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me. Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this. Did the company send you? Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. That is not my job.
Alright, I have to go.
Guess I'm lucky to be alive. No more of this for me. Thanks for your help. There's no more of those animals out there.
So we took care of the sand people. A little under 5,000 there. About 2,200 there and 4,600 there. Okay. I want my level up, dang it. I was gonna say, I don't remember that corpse being there. But I'm glad to take the stuff. I'm always down for stuff. I don't know how I keep missing. I'm actually getting unsatisfied with HK here for some reason, because he's just not cutting it for me. Give me a healer back in my party.
Yes?
Yes?
Now I've got some usefulness. Don't run away. I need to destroy all of you. They're running so fast.
Let's make this quick.
Oof. I can't believe it. That one just was like, peace out. There he is. Oh, for crying out loud. Listen, I'm trying to fight that Hulk raid, not you people. I got other things to fight besides sand people. Ay, ay, ay.
So be it.
Julie's like, yeah, I'm gonna go fight this Hulak raid all by myself. Probably could. Hmm. There we go. I mean, it's right there. It's telling me go kill it. I messed with that corpse already. This is 450 experience points. Plus the whatchamacallit. Good job, guys. You all missed. You didn't miss that time. You did good. Where did that Hulak raid go? It don't matter. What's this? Deadly? Average. Wonder, can I disable that? No. Dang it. Ooh, I thought I failed. That would have sucked.
Anyone! I'm trapped under here. Please help me. Don't let me die under here. Please! Please help! I can't get out! 3, 2, 1.
Tick, tick, boom. Oh, we got you good now. Pay you 500 credits, or die otherwise. If I refuse to pay anything. I was intentionally trying to fight them without going dark side. Like, how can I do this without going dark side? So I was hoping for that failure actually helped. Leveled up Bastila for crying out loud. Alright. Kinda sucks I can't do anything about that.
What can I do?
What?
Almost 1500. She leveled up. Her awareness is actually really important to me. Lets me see those mines. Let's see. Force speed is important. Force speed's one of the more broken powers in the game. There's actually a couple powers that don't work. That is not one of them. Well, she jumps to 117 force power and 143 health, so that's good. You see her intelligence, not great, but it's okay. It's what it needs to be. The 2 skill points are all I need. She's a 13th level sentinel, so that's okay. Ooh, good. He's gonna get another wisdom point at level 12. I want to get him to 18 wisdom. As for me, I will be level 15. I'll get another feat, which is good. And 16 I'll get an attribute point, and then 17 I'll get a feat. 18 I'll get nothing. 19 I'll get a feat, and 20 I'll get an attribute point. That's cool. It's nice to know what you're getting. These guys are getting death. Why would you not go with them? That's so weird. Attacking. Oh, he froze. Good job, guys. Just keep going. Come on, bring it. I actually didn't mean to do that. I meant to force heal myself. Oopsie. thing, I don't want to go over there yet because I'll die. I gotta get some more. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that rest for a minute while I get that back. Let's see, so I need 900. I don't want to go over there and not be able to get the mines done. I need 2 more Hulk raids. Hulk raids. And if I can get that, that would be amazing. That's why it really annoys me that one ran away. I'm trying to actually get into fights with sand people right now. I want 900 experience points, and this is half of what I need right here. I miss, and I swing and I miss. I nailed him that time. He's in trouble now. I love that stun effect on my lightsaber. Heal. Heal.
What can I do?
What?
That's weird. Well, you'll leave a message. If it's really that important. Do I need to heal more? Okay, that's fine.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
They're evil, surely you see that.
But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But From now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And powers.
With a lightsaber and force powers. Take that, Bastila. You deserve it. Oh, I love Jolie. He's awesome. Yeah. Take that. Actually, how close am I? Is that... Dang it! I don't think it's gonna be... I don't know. It's gonna be close. It should be enough if I can get one more fight out of them. Or if I can find another... You know what? Let's go back. Actually... I fought Dark Jedi. I got new lightsaber crystals, so I kind of want to do this. I want to see if I can upgrade Jolie's lightsaber. Damn Gishka. First thing, oh, I haven't upgraded hers all the way. Ooh. What's this? Attack and then energy damage. Okay. I really hate her yellow lightsaber. That's how I can tell it's hers. Oh, okay, he does have a thing. Okay. I don't feel so bad then. He has a damn thing in there. Do. Ooh, now that's keen. It drops from 19. That's such good critical. That critical stuff is insanity. His stuff is awesome. I mean, that's just top of the line. That's as good as it gets. Massive criticals, huh? Oh man, those are massive. Attack and damage. Man, that's awesome. Not as good as a lightsaber, though. So I want to improve Jolie. I do have a... Yeah, I know. Oh, wow. A keen lightsaber and crit strike. Critical range of 5 to 20. That's absurd. Yeah, I didn't take critical strike. I thought about it, and I was like, I should have done that. I do have a keen lightsaber, though.
Mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Kotris?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah. I'll just bet.
I mean, that's a critical. That's an absurd amount of crit. That means if you roll a 1 to 4, you miss anyway. A 5 to 20, you like never miss.
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin, old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin.
I thought a 17 to 20 was awesome. Wow, I never play with a crit character.
If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along. I'd appreciate it.
We can check it out.
Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
I can still do it. By level 19, I can have a crit master crit strike. Because here's my. I have a keen lightsaber. I might do that. Those will be my next 3 perk points. Then end game, I can just wipe out. I don't have a thing with massive criticals yet. I don't have the crystal for it. That was one thing I liked about KOTOR too. You didn't just need crystals to upgrade, you got to upgrade all the other stuff. In KOTOR 2, I always made sure I had a keen weapon. It made no sense not to.
Greetings again from the offices of I see that, but do you have the... Then I'll take those off your hands. Farewell.
Take the 450 credits. I never think about taking critical strike though. I think I'll do it. Because 15, 17, and 19 level will give me three more stuff. I was gonna use it for Master Jedi defense, but who needs defense when you crit everything? If I can find I still have plenty of whatchamacallit to get with massive criticals chances, so I still have the chance to find those. No, not the cantina. Was I not paying attention? Hunting lodge, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, got me all excited about this critical thing. I forgot what I was doing. I came here for a reason. And it wasn't for swoop racing. I'm all kerfuddled now. Let's see here. Circle office, hunting lodge. Yeah, it was back here.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Never did actually tell me where you came with me.
Did I? Elusive? Me, elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on. To bed.
Moved where?
I'm old and tired, you know. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. Then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask? So I could. But not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued. Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you, but... I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick. Your future
tell me what you see.
Trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad. Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
I don't bring you along for your amusement, you know.
Nonsense.
So you're some kind of observer.
Refused to help you when you asked. How confused can one person
Yes.
be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? Too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Stop discombobulating me, Jolie. I asked to talk to him at the beginning of this, and he's like, no, I don't want to talk. Gosh darn it. Bastila. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. There you go. Silly girl. Tricks are for kids. I have something to sell you. That's the biggest desert raid scroll I've seen all season. Whoever got that is a skilled hunter. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Raid plates. Kind of surprised I got that many. Cool. Now see if we can't find some more. At least one more of those jerk monsters, and then, or a hunting party, and that would be good. As we got back up to 1,000 credits, and we're holding on to a bunch of race bonds that we'll take to Yavin after we're done with Tatooine. And that'll give us massive money. That's one thing about KOTOR 2 I liked. You got to you had a chance to get to level 50 instead of 20. Granted, you had to cheat in Korriban to do it, but once you were past like 26, you pretty much were unbeatable.
Oh, it's you good hunting out there.
It was just enemies scaling with you, and they just became basically what HK-47 would call a meat bag. They were just meat bags of HP to take down. Now, find me and fight me, you jerks. Ah, that's what we're looking for right there. That is what I was looking for. I'm running straight for you. Don't flee. I want all of you. Wait for me, I'm coming. You are so beautiful to me. No, no. Have it. There we go. Yay, I missed. And I swung and I missed. And I missed again. Jolie nails him. thanks guys, we're fighting this one over here, and you're like, nope, we're gonna fight that one over there. My goodness, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna live.
So be it.
Huh, we must have killed it. It was glitched in with that one. Oh well. I got what I needed. Oh, it didn't give me a poop. I'm not gonna be able to do it. The plan backfired. Oh well. I did get my 2 points in demolitions. Dang it. That's important right there. Gave him a feat. A counselor without... That is a very sad counselor indeed. Did he have no armor? What does his stuff look like? Okay, he's still able to do that. I don't think dexterity much matters to him. Nah, it won't matter to him. There we go. Man, he's got 23 defense. That's pretty awesome. He's almost got 100 health. He's so close. He does get some more wisdom. I have the worst defense because I have no dex. I didn't plan that out very well. Okay. Cool.
Sure.
I'm here.
Master?
Yes?
Master?
Sure.
I guess we're going the other way. I guess we're going to the other side. It's been a while since I played this. Was I trying to go into this one? Wait, I might have been going into the wrong one, that's why. Yeah, I went in the wrong one. Okay, that makes sense now. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, I'll get my Jolie back. Oh wait. Can I recover you? Or am I still too short? Oh yeah, there we go. After this, I should probably put on the disguises. Since they're not worth 450 experience anymore and only worth 150.
Yes?
The lightsabers will not give it away. Life support pack, that was good. Should have brought a droid. I wasn't thinking about that. I was like, everything's fine. But this is probably where I'm going to call it because it's dinner time. I didn't quite make it 3 hours this time, but I have a little guy to show Indiana Jones 2.5 an hour. He's never seen it, and I need to eat before I do it, so I'm going to call it here. I should be on tomorrow night. It won't be during the day, obviously. I'll be doing stuff with the family because it's Sunday, but I'll put this up on the YouTube, on the KOTOR playlist here in a little bit, so hopefully it's on there later, and then we'll pick this up tomorrow. Make sure I got a full save here. For those that come in and chat, I appreciate you. For those that stop by and just watch, appreciate you as well. And for those watching on YouTube, thanks for watching on YouTube. Remember to give a follow or on Twitch or a subscription on YouTube. They They don't cost nothing, so ain't no money off your backs. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later, and like I said, tomorrow will probably be on for about this time. But we shall see. So, good night, everybody.